Okay, so I just wanted to go over a couple things with you, starting on your second week of class. You should have your book and your access code for Cengage, and there are some things in Blackboard that shows you exactly how to do that. So if you click on MindTap in Blackboard, there's a getting started with MindTap video, registration video, and technical support and all that good stuff. But I wanted to show you so that when you go into MindTap, you'll first log into Cengage, something sort of like this. Yours may look a little bit different, but you should see your class for either the online class or the seated class. So there are two different classes, so make sure you choose the correct one. I'm going to choose the seated class, but they all work the same way. So I'm just going to click on this so that we can see what MindTap looks like. And let's see here. Go to online and see what that does. Okay. Let me log out and log back in. I've been in here for a few minutes, so that's probably what it is. Okay, so it doesn't matter. They're both set up the same way. And also notice that you have a student companion site, so if I was to go here, you can get the data files, the Microsoft Access tutorials, any support that you need. You can choose a chapter here, and you can go to web links, the data files again. You can go to all the chapters in here. So I'm going to click back and go back to the class. So again, I can click on either one of these, but make sure you choose the correct one. And this is going to bring you into MindTap, where you're going to do the majority of your assignments. So notice that you have a home button here, so if you ever get lost, you can always go back to the home key there and it will bring you back here. Notice the icons over here to the right. Some you may use, some you may not. You can search for something particular in the book. We do have the ebook here, and it's actually the full book, so if you were out of town or something, you could still read chapters. You can actually print if you wanted to. So you can go to different chapters, and then go by page. When you're done with that, just click the book again. It goes away. Here is your glossary if you needed to brush up on your terminology. And this is your progress. Even though no one's enrolled yet, you should see your progress in here. Here's a read speaker, flashcards. So if you kind of wanted to test yourself a little bit on your terminology, you can do that. Here's the dictionary, so if you want to look up a word you didn't know what it meant, you could do that. Here is a connect yard. We want you to really use that. RSS feed, CNow, SAM, Lubo, and my content. And there's a more button, and here is my notes. So you could actually take my notes with this. So you can highlight things that's within the chapter of the ebook, and it will put them here. You can bookmark things and so forth. So that is your icons over here to the right. Over here you can check out some other options. You'll probably see your name. Okay, so again, I'm going to go back to the home button right here. And very first thing you're going to see, your screen may not look exactly like mine because I will have certain things that are hidden from you that you don't have to worry with. The first thing I want you to make sure is that you start working on the Access tutorial. There are 5 lessons and they're not long or lengthy. But remember when we went to the Student Companion site and we had the data files? So you might want to make sure you download those. So that those will go with your Access tutorials. You can use Office 365. You can use, even though this is 2013, you can use 2007. That's fine. So anyway, I'm going to go back to my home button, or I can click this arrow right here, and it takes me back to where I was. I can click this. It's expanded right now. If I click it, it's going to close it up. Here is part 1, and notice that we have chapters 1 through 10 in part 1. So chapter 1. So here you'll see 3 folders. Okay, so if I click on applications, you see this is a practice. This says counts toward a grade, and this says practice. So it's up to you if you want to do the practice. You don't have to, but counts toward a grade is the one that you must do. Okay, and once you've done it, it will show a grade over here for you. Study guide, same thing. It will either be practice or it counts toward a grade. And then supplementary activities, most of the time you're not going to have anything in here unless it's like a report sheet. So I'm going to click my back button, and let's go to chapter 3. Okay, so again, here's your applications, study guide, and there's an activity supplementary. You're going to have your first filing job in chapter 3. It's a report sheet that you'll need to fill out, and again, there's going to be plenty of videos to watch and see how this is done. Make sure that you keep the materials that's in your filing packet together. Don't start taking things out. It needs to be in place. So when you start pulling pieces out per the instructions in your simulation manual, that you'll have the exact pieces that you need. So again, I can always go back to the home button. I can click the back button. I can go to different chapters. I can close up part 1. I can go to part 2 and start my next chapters, and so forth. So you can kind of come in here and look around. So if you have any questions about anything, feel free to ask, but just get familiar with it, and I look forward to us working together. And don't make it harder than it is. It's simply alphabetical order based on the rules. Again, the rules are in the back of your textbook. I would really make sure that I have those. I think they're also in Blackboard. So always refer to your rules when you're putting things in alphabetical order. Okay, so this is just a short video of how this all works, so that you know where and how to get started. So Access tutorials, even though it says it's due chapter 2, just make sure that you go in and work on these along the way. So when we start doing any assignments that's in your textbook on how to do something in Access, then you know how to open and close it. You know how to create a table. You know how to enter information into a table. So if you're familiar with Excel, this is similar, but it's different. But it's not hard. It's like anything else. You just have to learn it. So again, that is your short and sweet lesson on using MindTap. Just follow the assignment every week of what you're to do, and you'll be fine. Okay, and we'll talk to you soon.